There is a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. Oh man, my thing broke.
In 5D.
Oh.
His imagination broke, guys. Run!
No, I think it's because I only have Notepad on this computer, and Notepad does not drop down a line like when it hits the end of the page. It just keeps fucking going, and I thought I had moved everything down, but I didn't. It threw off the pacing. I had like 2 lines up. It was decent though, right? Fucking credit. I sold the Twilight Zone intro.
Yeah, no, I
That's what
figured.
I figured it was, and you should have told me. I would have got the sound effect for it.
I would have taken too long. I was cool with it. Plus, I want to walk that fine line between copyright and not copyright.
Yeah, that's right. Is it an homage, or are we straight up ripping these sons
Or
of
is he
bitches
just
off?
a piece of shit?
Okay, so welcome to episode 2 of the E3 coverage.
Yes,
Yeah.
2.
We've got stuff to talk about. They've announced some more things, some funny lulls, but I think Devin's got the list.
So it's a little bit more of a messed up list because the first list I found, the website did stuff and it changed. So
He forgot to bookmark it, let's be real.
no, believe me, I found the list. They removed like the extra pages and it's all fuckered up. So this one is from Tech Radar now, and they just break it down by company. So I'm gonna run through the companies I think we covered everything from already, but yell at me if there's a thing on there you want to talk about that we did not cover. But here's a brief bit on what we covered. Halo Infinite, Gears 5, Blair Witch, Lego Star Wars, the Star Wars Saga.
We didn't cover that.
We did not cover that?
Mm-mm.
Anybody excited? I know my wife loves the Lego movies, so she will Lego games. She will probably pick this up.
Depending on what console they're being released for. Like, I'd love to see some of these on the
Xbox
Switch.
One and PC. Yeah, this is the Microsoft stuff. So everything I'm listing right now, this is all Microsoft.
Moving along.
All right. So Bleeding Edge, Battletoads, Age of Empire 2 Definitive Edition, Wasteland 3, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Minecraft Dungeons, Spiritfarer, 12 Minutes, Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champion Expansion, Cross X, and Gears Pop. Or sorry, Crossfire X and Gears Pop.
Okay.
I feel like maybe we didn't cover Crossfire X or Gears Pop, but I don't know anything
So-
about them myself.
Gears Pop is actually a mobile game.
Gross.
And it's exactly what you think. It's the pop characters from Gears of War.
Oh, double gross.
Yeah. So, just putting that out there. Moving on.
Done with Microsoft. No, I'm kidding. I think we did Electronic Arts already because we did Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
Apex Legends Season 2. I don't think any of us
Yeah,
are playing
none of us
currently.
play.
Pops, you played, right?
Yeah, I haven't gotten into going into seasons or anything. I like it okay. It's all right. It's fine. It's just Apex. Battlefield 5 Chapter 4, though, I'm not so sure what it's about, but I didn't really like Battlefield 5 either.
Okay. That's fair. Sims 4, like we all I think Sims Buzz is just kind of dead among us. There was a point in my life where Sims was the jam. I'm just not into it right now.
Yeah. No gracias.
And then FIFA 20, FIFA 20 Legacy, and Madden 20. Can we all just agree that years ago, sports games should have taken the MMO model and just had you pay a monthly subscription and then give you regular updates for each year to change your roster and your uniforms?
I think a yearly subscription. We talked about the perfect platform model right here on this show years ago.
Yeah.
Where why stop selling a whole game when you can just, if you're just updating the rosters, and then you know what? Add some crazy battle modes. Add like a Rocket League thing or a Tron thing where instead of a soccer ball you have discs. Just go fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it, but whatever. We're moving on. I believe we covered Bethesda with Deathloop, Doom Eternal, Elder Scrolls Blades, Fallout 76 Nuclear Winter, Ghostwire Tokyo, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, and Commander Keen. Covered all of these, yes?
What is Commander Keen?
It's a remake.
Yeah, that's for the iOS and Android. I don't think we covered that one. Ghostwire I have more information on a little bit. It's by the same guy that made Resident Evil 2 originally, and
actually, I will say I just learned just before this podcast, I was getting two games confused. I had heard about some game that was Ghosts versus Humans versus Player, and I had assumed that was Ghostwire Tokyo. It is not, and now I'm way more interested in Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, Ghostwire
tell me,
Tokyo
Klops.
actually looks good.
You
Yeah.
let Klops talk. Klops, talk about the Ghostwires.
there wasn't much in it as far as like gameplay or anything. It's very much a cinematic trailer, but it's basically set in Tokyo, obviously. And people
What?
just basically Thanos snapped and are gone, and so now it's kind of this weird thing of like, well, then who's left, and what are these other things that are moving around in the background? So it seems like it's kind of
know, like-
horror-esque.
But so is it like horror survival? Is it more like what's the gameplay? Is it like an Uncharted kind of game? Is it a Street Fighter kind of game?
Well, judging by the creator who did Resident Evil 2 and Evil Within, it's going to be like a kind of probably survival horror, but maybe more different. I don't know. It could be more like Uncharted or whatever. It could be that kind of gameplay. I'm not sure. I didn't see anything more than the cinematic trailer for it, but
Okay.
I'm interested.
Okay.
I at least like
I-
one of those two game titles that they threw out there, which was Resident Evil 2.
The trailer I saw looked interesting, and then I watched like a brief bit of the as Reddit would call her, the brave young woman who got out and talked to everybody with English. It was adorable. She did say action adventure, which makes me think Uncharted, but action adventure is kind of such a broad scope.
Yeah.
I don't know how to peg that.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be more like Infamous.
Okay, even still, I will play that. That
Yeah.
sounds fun.
For Ghostwire,
Mhm.
Yeah.
oh, there was another game that struck me more like that. It was where is it?
Stick to the list.
Well, he's
It was
looking at the
Control.
list.
It was Control.
We haven't talked about that yet, though. We're getting there. Let me finish my recap, Claps.
All right.
So we did Ubisoft, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Division 2, For Honor, Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Roller Champions,
Wait,
and Gods and
Assassin's
Monsters.
Creed Odyssey.
It says Assassin's Creed Odyssey game update. Sorry, they're doing an
okay.
update. We're updating. Oopdatin.
There's a game missing from the list because apparently they're coming out with a Viking one.
Huh. Yeah, it's not on here. But it might have just gotten missed. And then we did the Namco Bandai, Tales of Arise, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Code Vein, the Dark Pictures Anthology, Man of Median, that guy. I don't think we covered that. I have no idea what it is. Do you guys have any idea?
I don't know what that is
Yeah,
either.
no, I got nothing.
Okay. And then Rad, which I'm hoping is based off the awful, awful movie Rad.
No idea.
I had a guy at work who swore that Rad was super dope. So for our Secret Santa, I got that guy and I bought him a copy of Rad. And he's like, I'm going to go home and make my kids watch Rad. And then he came back in the next day and was like, yeah, Rad's really terrible.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I remember you telling me about it.
And then I think we covered some of these various games because we did Elden Ring. That was the George R. Martin
Yeah,
one
yeah,
with
yeah.
the Dark Souls guy. Did we cover? Did we?
I think that was all of it.
Was it? We
Yeah.
didn't do. Okay. I'll shut the fuck up. So I'm just gonna go from the top. We're gonna work our way down. I think arguably, at least as far as the Reddits are concerned, Nintendo won. You can't see me, but big flashy air quotes on my fingers. Nintendo won E3 this year is what I'm seeing a lot of people claim. I don't know that I personally agree with that, but there was some shit dropped. You know what I mean? They fucking
Well,
laid it down.
Once they announced Breath of the Wild 2, everyone was fucking cream.
Right, so that's at the very top of this list. Breath of the Wild 2. I personally, I think we did cover this, but I'll touch on it again. I personally am just not excited. I wasn't a Breath of the Wild fan. I know a lot of people are. I'm not trying to take away from your experience. It's just not what I look for out of a Zelda game. So that was my problem.
I
I haven't finished the first one. I haven't seen the trailer for the second one. I heard it's more of a teaser trailer than
It is.
anything.
It
So
is.
I'm not really worried about it, honestly. But they did announce it, which is nice. I'm looking forward to that.
I like Breath of the Wild, except for one glaring problem. Why do
you don't like
weapons have
weapons I
to
don't like.
break down?
Yeah, that's the big glare that everybody talks about.
Yep.
Exactly. Like, that was it. Other than that, like, yeah, the dungeons were a little light. They were just puzzles, but I'm okay with that. I enjoyed it. I will say that the lack of a cloud save feature fucking irked the dick out of me, because when my Switch got stolen, I lost all my progress. I was super far along. I haven't gone back.
There was salt.
Battle Assault.
Luigi's Mansion 3. This is one of those games I've always wanted to play and never played.
Honestly, I love Luigi Mansion. There's
I've
so
heard
much fun.
good things.
There's so much fun for like little casual. It's not even a hardcore game. It's just a casual kind of game, and I really enjoyed it. I'm actually going to pick this one up, especially if it's for the Switch.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed the formula much from the original, and that's
So now you
kind
can
of why I
slam
like
the
it.
dick out of ghosts.
It's like playing a kind of cheesy Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
With Luigi, and I like it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, no, solid. So this one pissed off a whole lot of goddamn people, including
Really?
my buddy at work. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Nobody's mad about the game, about mechanics of the game, about how the game works, about how the game is doing anything. They're just pissed that it got pushed back 6 months.
Oh,
So like there is a hardcore contingency of Animal Crossing fans who is like ready to fly their happy asses down to Japan and demand some sooner Animal Crossing. Like, they're mad. Folks be pissed. I've never played an Animal Crossing game. It just doesn't seem like something that's... It's not an appealing gameplay style for me. So I don't know.
yeah, I never
I've been
got
trying to get
into
my
it.
wife into the series, though. People swear she'll love it, and she owns the game and like keeps not playing it.
Have you ever played one, Cops?
No, I've never played them. They didn't seem like my cup of tea.
I was.
I don't
Oh,
mind
man.
some farming simulating stuff, but like, I have. To
I
have
already
some-
played Farmville, man.
I need to have some like combat in with mine.
Right. So you need to bitch slap somebody with that garden hoe. Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Actually, I thought it looked really good. I was
Yeah.
really impressed with it.
I think it looks fun.
I'm the naysayer on this one, aren't I?
I guess.
Yeah.
Is it really just that?
Apparently.
Hold on. Before you tell everybody, is it really just that one thing you're mad about?
Yeah, actually, it is.
One
Yeah.
more thing.
Fuck, that's so nitpicky, though.
So look, I was super excited because I wanted to play Pokemon on my Switch. There's a couple of things that are really sucky. One is you can't transfer any Pokemon from the Let's Go games at all.
Oh no.
Fuck you.
A game that I don't play and don't care about, and I can't transfer Pokemon
and-
from it.
Let's
Not
Go is all
Pokemon-
just Region 1s. Transfer them from anything
Yes.
that isn't Let's Go.
Yes, but guess what? You can't transfer anything from any of the other ones either.
That is not what I watched them say.
No,
They said
they announced that if it's not part of that region's Pokedex, you cannot transfer it in.
correct, but just like many of the other games, that region's Pokedex is not exclusively the 150 from that region. There are other Pokemon
Correct.
there.
Yeah, no, correct, but there are.
So you don't know that Pokedex could be fucking. I don't know how many Pokemon there are right now. I think there's like what 600 or something.
800 and
1,000?
something.
So that list could be 799 Pokemon, and you're really gonna be like, "Fuck yeah!" You don't know what the Pokedex
The
is. It
way
could be
that they're
1,000,
making
you don't know.
no, the way that they are making it sounds like a substantial amount of Pokemon are going to make it. I'm not saying I'm writing the game off because I obviously still want to play a Pokemon game on the Switch. I'm just saying that really killed my excitement. That's all. And it isn't even like a little nitpick kind of thing. It's I've been cultivating my Pokebank for games that I've purchased before and I've supported the series. Like, and I've paid for this thing called a Pokebank. And
Okay,
now
let me nitpick you right back. Technically, it's not a real numbered air quote Pokemon release because it's not named after a color and it's not on a true handheld system. So fuck you, it doesn't even count. It's essentially Let's Go.
but it's still a Pokemon game. It's a legit Pokemon game.
So fucking Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is a
they've
Pokemon game?
no.
Are
They've
you
called
you
this.
can't transfer to
They've
Pokemon
called this one a
Mystery Dungeon?
sequel. They've called this one a sequel. That's why it matters.
Hey Klops, guess who's buying the Pokemon Dual Pack when it comes out?
Me?
And me! Yeah,
Okay.
buddy!
Yeah, I already have to buy two because my girlfriend wants a copy of one of
Right,
them.
my
and I
wife
the
wants a
other one.
copy. I'm buying the dual, and actually, I'm super stoked they're releasing a dual pack. They never do that shit. You gotta
They
fucking
did
buy
it.
them
They
separate.
did it for X, Y, and Sun and Moon.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
played a
I
Pokemon game.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think I'm excited because I haven't played a Pokemon game in a while.
I just
no.
think the open worldness looks really cool, and the Pokemon are actually like roaming around, and you could
Mhm.
actually like sneak up and shit. think it's gonna be fun.
And it sounds like the Dynamaxing has replaced Mega Evolutions and the X Powers. So, like, you don't have to deal with 3 things. They're just replacing it with this one thing.
I will say, though, that pretty much I did notice that when he was walking around, how similar it looked to Breath of the Wild.
It's
As
probably got a lot of the
far
same architecture underneath.
It probably does. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a reskin, but
No,
that cell shaded,
they're not the same company. I'd say it's more. They probably bought into the same engine.
probably, but with the shell shading and everything, it looks very close. Like,
I buy that.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not like a deal breaker for me. It's something I noticed when I was watching it. I was like, good thing I like this other game. Otherwise, I might be bothered by it.
Okay, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, a remaster of the classic Game Boy game. Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, Game Boy.
It's Game Boy. Sorry,
Okay.
it's Game Boy Colored.
It's Game Boy.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for that one. Probably a little bit more than Breath of the Wild 2, just because I haven't played Link's Awakening in a long time.
So I never owned Link's Awakening, so I'm excited to play it for the first time. But if I can be Eduardo for a second, I kind of just hate the art style.
Honestly, I actually like the art style in it. I also like that they added a like dungeon maker.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I really like that feature.
I think that's a lot of fun. I think that adds a lot of replayability, and as well as like basically be able to share it with other people, like do their dungeons and shit. And I think that's a good idea. This is the perfect little game to do that with.
Yeah, agreed.
I just can't wait for them to do like seasons and time. That'd be
That'd
great.
actually kind of dope. Super Mario Maker 2. You know, I didn't play Mario Maker 1, but now that this one has a campaign mode, actually probably going to pick this up.
I didn't. Did Super Mario Maker come out for the Switch though? I didn't even know if it did. I know it came out for the DS, and I think it came out for like the Wii U.
I know it was out for the Wii U. I just don't know if it came out for Switch. I don't think it did.
I was actually super interested in the first Mario Maker. I just never got it. So I'll probably pick up this one too because I think it'd be a lot of fun to
I have a Wii U if you want to come over and play. You
Yeah, let me
go
just-
to Oregon.
fly up to Oregon. Yeah,
Whatever.
maybe it's during summer sometime.
Wii U.
Astral Chain. I think I saw part of the trailer. I did not watch the whole thing.
I didn't see it.
Eduardo? Not Chain in the Astral?
I
All
don't
right.
even know what this is.
All right, guys. I'm going to have to try and contain some of my hype.
Kingdom Hearts
Marvel
4.
Ultimate Alliance
Just kidding.
3, The Black Order. Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, it does. I haven't played a good Marvel Ultimate Alliance in a while. I have
Yes.
I have 2 for my 360, and I don't think it's backwards compatible. I think I've played through that thing twice. Although I will say it's a lot less fun without other people.
I'm going to, I think I'm going to go so far as to replay both X-Men Legends games and both Marvel Ultimate Alliance games before I pick this up, because I'm just super stoked. I'm so excited. I
Yeah.
love this series.
I'm hoping it has online play so you and I can get down on our Switches.
Yeah, and it's one of the few times we're going to buy something on the same fucking console, because that's all that it's out for.
Yeah.
If it has co-op feature, I might pick it up to play with you guys.
Has what?
If it has co-op feature, I might pick it up to play with you guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It'd be super fun. So this was a weird one to me, and I have a hard time not just pointing and going, reskin, even though I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it has unique level design. Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necro Dancer featuring The Legend of Zelda.
I'm pretty excited for that one, actually.
I really liked Crypt of the Necro Dancer, but like,
I haven't got to play that, and I
oh,
wanted
it's super fun.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say I don't think I ever played it, and I feel like I've missed out. A lot of people talk about it.
it's on the
Super fun.
Nintendo shop right now for like $3.99. So if you want to pick up the original Crypt of the Necro Dancer,
If you get it on, I don't know if you can do it on Switch or not, but if you get it on PC, you can upload your own soundtrack, which is
Yeah.
a really cool feature.
Huh.
Just because, like, if you're like, oh man, I hate this BPS, I could do this game better if it was faster or slower or whatever. You can upload that soundtrack.
oh,
I tried it with like death metal with blast beats. It was brutal. Okay, Fire Emblem, Three Houses. I'm not a Fire Emblem guy.
I like Fire Emblem. I didn't see this one though, so this is pretty exciting for me. If it's an actual Fire Emblems game, like an actual one, and not like some weird thing, I'd be into it. I actually really like Fire
Oh,
Emblem.
is this turn-based?
Yeah, it's turn-based combat. It's a turn-based RTS.
If I remember correctly, Fire Emblem all does permadeath, right?
No, you don't have to go permadeath with it.
Oh, really?
You can turn it on and be permadeath if you want. but you don't have to go permadeath. It also has, the RPG elements of it. Like you could also like romance things and everything else. Like you like not just your main character, like all the characters can romance different other characters, and it gives you other characters.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because a lot
they
of
have
times
babies or they join you.
like they have babies. There's like it's like a time. Sometimes time warps happen or something, right? And like
Oh, what was Klops? There's a game
things.
you'd fucking love.
Is it the
Hold
one
on.
where like you inherit the issues of your predecessor?
No, but that one's really fun too. And I don't remember the name of that either. This one had the class was called Caberjacks. I keep wanting to say Pillars of Eternity. It's not Pillars of Eternity. I know that for sure. I fucking own this game.
Okay.
Klops, fill
game.
time really quick.
all right, Fire Emblem I think will be really fun as far as like the combat. 'Cause combat never really changes in it. It just has gotten better over time because they used to do things like
Massive Chalice.
Massive Chalice. Huh? I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, so it's like a turn-based strategy RPG like XCOM, but the whole thing is you have heads of house who breed certain abilities into their children, and then those children are what you have to use to fight your war, and you can actually combine two skills from two different houses together, but the whole game happens over the span of like a century.
Huh.
So years pass between fights and stuff, and your house heads will age and die, and you have to move people between houses. It's a weird resource management / turn-based RPG tactic game.
Huh.
Super fun.
That sounds interesting.
I have not beat it. I am not that smart.
That's funny.
Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition.
I never got into the Dragon Quest games. It's
And I've always wanted to.
same.
Yeah, that
Same
goes
note.
for me. Because
I have one Dragon Quest game that I fucking love. I have Dragon Quest Monsters 2 for the DS. I've played this one, and I don't know if like the Dragon Quest Monster series is comparable to the others, but I love the dick out of that.
I don't know. Maybe this will do it. Maybe I'll get it for this one and play it.
Yeah, this might be where I jump in. Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Isn't it like the resource management side of it? Like you're building like a town or whatever?
I think so.
so like a mobile game that ties into the other thing.
It's not so much a mobile game. I was just talking to somebody about this, and they were like, because I mentioned about Moonlighter is what it was.
Moonlight
like,
is so good.
And they're
It
just
is
like,
good.
just get Dragon Quest Builders 2. It's a better game. It has a better mechanics for other things. Because they felt that the combat system was lacking a lot of things because the sword and shield is the best weapon in the game. So why would you go with any other weapon? And they all have the
That's not
same
necessarily
ability
true.
trees.
Wait, in Moonlighter?
Yeah, Moonlighter.
No, fuck no. It's all about the bow and arrow,
The
motherfucker.
bow and arrow is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm just letting you know what they told me.
Well, they're fucking wrong and they should die.
And Moonlighter's great, and I can't wait for
Moonlighter's
its
great.
DLC that's coming out.
All right. Anyways,
Plus,
moving
it's
on.
$30. That game is $30 brand new.
Moonlighter?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I got it for like 10 or something. 15.
You probably got it digital. I'm talking physical. I only buy physical games.
I'm gonna have it in next month's Humble Bundle.
No More Heroes 3. Have you guys played any of the No More Heroes games?
No, I've heard about him. I just never got to play
I
him.
heard 1 was great, 2 was meh.
Yeah.
So I'd really want to play the first because I'm told I'm really missing out on something. But I'd be interested, and maybe they'll do like a sometimes they'll sell like buy this and get the original or something. I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah.
they'll do a bundle.
Maybe. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020.
You know,
Meh.
dude, you and I tried to play one of those fucking...
It did not go.
Yeah, dude, so which one was
And
it?
we're even fans of minigame games.
Yeah, it was on the... It was the Dreamcast we bought together, right?
I think so. That sounds right.
And it was Sonic versus Mario or something. It was an Olympic game one too, and dude,
Yeah.
the controls were so complex. They reminded me of what was that fucking
If it
game?
was Sonic and Mario, that had to be the Wii, because that was when that first came out. Because I remember their whole campaign slogan of like, they used to be enemies and now they're competing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It wasn't a Dreamcast game. I'm just saying, it wasn't a Dreamcast.
All I remember is the controls were so fucking complex that we couldn't get past the first mini game.
We just played Fusion Frenzy instead.
That's
Yeah.
the better one anyway.
Fusion Frenzy's dope. I don't care
Yeah.
what anybody fucking says. Fusion
Yeah.
Frenzy's
Dude,
damn.
it reminded me of. Do you remember the controls for like the dude where you move the individual limbs?
Oh,
Was it QWERTY?
Something like that. Take-Two Interactive / 2K Games. Borderlands 3.
wait, you forgot the last one on the list there.
What did I miss?
Resident Evil 5 and 6.
Oh, I did.
Anybody wanted that in a Nintendo Switch?
You know, I know a lot of people did, but I actually didn't hate Res 5. Res 5 was fun, and I actually liked Bounty Hunter mode.
I didn't mind Res 5 because it had co-op, and that was actually
Which
kind of
one
fun.
was Res
Yeah.
5? I'm
That was the
losing
one with
track.
Sheva and Chris in Africa.
Oh, I played the dick. You and I played the dick out of that.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter
Yeah.
mode was great.
Yeah.
That game was super
Yeah.
fun. I liked Res 5.
That wasn't the bad part. I still don't know why it's getting a re-release, but okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
I haven't played 6.
6 we played. It's co-op. It was co-op until the end campaign, which you played as Ada Wong, and you had to be single player.
That's weird.
Yeah, and we're like, no, go away, go fuck yourself.
Weird.
Yeah.
I've been getting back into the Resident Evil. I have number 1, and I haven't played through nearly enough of it, and I'm really wanting to play through 2. So
I have the remake of 2. I just picked it up. I can't.
So-
It's so good.
I didn't realize there was a controversy about 5 until years later. And apparently it was great. There was this Reddit thread where someone was like, this game is problematic. Like, why are you a white dude running around shooting black people? And why are they the bad guys? And the top comment was just like, it's Africa. There's black people in Africa, and that's it. And I was like,
They actually had a mixture
Okay.
of people in Africa as the enemies, and I was the second player, so I played as Sheva.
yeah.
yeah, who's black?
Yeah.
You're preaching to the fucking choir here. I'm just saying.
You're preaching to the brown choir, bro.
hmm
That's okay. Surrounding controversy again, there was a post I read this morning about Cyberpunk 2077. Which
Oh,
will just
jeez.
eventually-
I heard about that. There's a video a YouTube video that I haven't watched.
Oh,
Please
my
tell me
God.
the controversy. Because I'm like, what could people be complaining about? They're
Well,
like
the
robots.
first complaint was about how the Latin American chick was misrepresented somehow. I haven't watched that one. I haven't seen that controversy yet. I'm
Oh.
going to get to that eventually.
In the trailer?
Yeah, in the trailer, apparently, there's something that. So this guy, this person, I don't know if it was a guy or girl, that was ranting about this was basically saying that how the gameplay that they did see at E3 relied heavily on stereotypes because there's a gang called the Animals, and they're like a drugged out kind of Rastafarian group of some kind. And they're kind of concerned that we're playing white protagonists killing black people. And they're not sure
Okay.
if that's the message that needs to come around.
So let's talk about something. Were the Rastafarians on marijuana drugs, or were they? Because if they're like coked out Rastafarians, I might be offended, just because that's not what they're about.
They just called it juice.
Okay. I got nothing. This
It's
is
a cyber
ridiculous.
drug, is what it is. Because
No,
they're
I
all
just-
cybered out.
So my bigger question is: are they actually Rastafarians, or are they just black dudes with dreadlocks, and somebody assumed they were Rastafarians
Yeah,
and are
right.
therefore the assholes themselves? Fuck you! If they are not actually labeled as
I-
Rastafarians, then fuck you.
Don't know. I just know that now there's even more controversy surrounding this game. They also
care.
called the mechanics boring as far as combat and hacking. It's not
You know,
bringing
I
anything new, so it's all stupid.
I saw a thing recently that was talking about how like the majority of the people who are making the biggest controversy over like games that do things like this
Don't even play
were
them.
never going to buy the game
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, probably.
So actually, you know what's kind of funny?
No
There's
interest.
there was this poll around the same thing where it was like, people are really weirded out why all of these big media companies are starting to fail. And it's because the report is, here's a list of the things that people purport to want to read and know about. Here's the list of things people actually read and
Yeah.
consume. And they
It's the
didn't
Folgers
match.
thing. It's the full. You ever heard the Folgers test?
Yeah.
The Folgers test is fucking brilliant.
What
No,
is that?
Folgers polled people, and they were like, "We're gonna lay out these coffee." Sorry, not they. They polled people like, "What kind of coffee do you like? You're a coffee drinker. What do you look for in coffee?" the majority of the poll came back with people saying they want a rich, dark roast. So then they took the same people, they put them in the room, and they lined up a blind taste test of coffees. And they just told people, mark what you like the best. So they found that though people claimed that they wanted a rich, dark roast, what they actually checked off on the box as being their favorite was a mild light roast. So Folger's rich, dark roast isn't nearly as rich or dark as most other roasts. They just changed their marketing to tell you you're getting what you claim to want to get, but selling you what you actually prefer. And they found huge results off of doing this. What people say they want and what people actually want are not the same fucking thing.
They did a similar test with, I believe, Prego, the company that does the
Sauces.
Sauces, yeah.
And apparently, and this is why it was a while ago that we talked about this, but apparently the people claimed that they wanted more traditional Italian sauces, but what they actually preferred is the sweeter sauces.
Of course.
And it was the same kind of thing where it's like, you just want to be and sound fancy.
Right.
It's like the people who are like, no, I can tell when vodka's like made from potatoes and legit. No, there's like a 5%.
You can tell when it comes in a plastic jug, and that is all you can tell.
Exactly.
All right, we've spent way too long, and we got so much more to get through.
Well, first of all, I don't know. There is a slight difference between potato and grain vodka.
Sure, but can you tell...
Yeah,
in a taste test between all of them,
video.
I can't. I can't tell. I can't tell you the super quality of like this is the best kind of vodka ever.
Here's what we're gonna do.
This video. I want Klops. I want you at Eduardo's house. Eduardo, you're both gonna do it. We'll get Eduardo's wife or Klops. We'll get your girlfriend or both. Doesn't matter. Somebody else is gonna lay them out. We're gonna buy like 5 kinds of vodka, potato and non-potato vodka. We're gonna lay them the fuck out and blind that.
Okay. All right. I'm in.
I'll just drink it because it's booze, but I'll fully admit I can't tell the fucking difference.
Yeah, but I like a guy who claims can, a guy who claims can't. Let's see who does better.
All
if fucking Eduardo nails him and Klops fucks this up, I'm gonna die laughing.
It would be great. It would be great humor.
All right.
Take-Two Interactive 2K Games. I think we briefly touched Borderlands 3. Did we talk about it?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about
it's weird that it's coming out all the way till next year, but
I'm just looking forward to it. Outer Worlds. Did we talk about it?
Yeah, we talked about that one.
Yeah, traders.
All right, we did CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk 2077, and The Witcher 3 on Switch. Or 3.
The Witcher 3. But...
The Witcher 3 on the Switcher 3.
The Switcher 3, I'm not going to get it.
Contra Rogue Corpse from Konami.
Fuck Konami.
Is this is this a zombie game in the Contra universe?
Probably.
No, it's Rogue Core. I just like saying corpse.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I haven't seen anything on this. I guess I
haven't either.
Check it out.
What I'm more interested in, Contra Anniversary Collection. It's a collection of like some of the classic Contra games. I will probably pick that up.
I feel like I have a bunch of them on an emulator somewhere.
Klops, fuck Konami?
Fuck Konami.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm just making sure, Vic.
I will say I did like the original Contra series.
The Anniversary Collection could be real good. I think it's worth having.
I'm not saying it probably won't be. It's just they fired the guys that did Silent Hill and they fired Hideo Kojima. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, they don't make good business decisions. That's for sure. Square Enix, gotta have that Enix. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I couldn't give a shit less. How about you guys?
I play it. I know that you're going to be really excited for the third one on this list, though.
Hold on, though. Before we get there, I have a question. Is this like one of the new volumes? Because didn't they like redo it and split it up into episodes?
Yeah. That was I believe that was a release on something else. It's just the original Final Fantasy VII HD Remake PS4.
I might be more interested in that.
Okay.
I was never a 7 fan. Even as a younger player when it first came out, I did not enjoy 7.
I don't know. I never got to finish it, and so I just want to go back and play it.
Yeah.
I've never made it past the first disc.
I don't know if I can get into a Square Enix style RPG. It's been a minute since I've devoted that much time to one game.
So you're not going to have a whole lot of fun for the next couple games here. So
that's fine.
These,
hey, Surprising.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which I'm not. Is this a remake of the GameCube one?
I think so, and if it is, I might be more interested in that one than
I'd
7.
be interested in that. PS4, Nintendo Switch, and mobile, which is weird.
I might play it on mobile.
Here's where the real hype comes in. Y'all ready for a desk flip? Final Fantasy VIII remastered. Whoa! What? Excite!
Yes,
Junction system.
I'm in.
I don't give a fuck if other people find it complex. That just means you're a dipshit. If you
Yeah.
can't play through that game 3 times and figure it out like the rest of us did, fuck you.
I
You
wish
gotta
it.
beat that game at least 3. Every time you go, okay, I get this a little bit more. Oh wait, no, now I get it.
You know, you
Oh
want
wait, no, now I get
to. You want to know something stupid? Did my first full playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII on the original PlayStation without using the draw system.
I'd buy it though, dude. The drawn junction system is fucking brutal.
Dude,
There's such a learning curve.
I remember, like, cause I played it at a friend's house because I didn't have a PlayStation back then, and then years later, I was reading some write up on it because you know nostalgia, and it was like, oh yeah, you get these special GFs if you go and you draw them from, and I'm like, what fuck? What do you mean?
There's actually one you can get. It's like the very first boss after Ifrit, I think, but you can draw Siren from her.
Yeah, no, I never had it. And Siren. Was it Siren or Leviathan, the one where you could like hit you smash the O to get better damage?
Oh,
Do you remember what I'm talking about, dude? Oh, and by the way, I just want to say fuck you, Square Enix. I'm never getting all those moments of my life I wasted on the Eden GF. So fucking long, but I'm super excited about this.
Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers.
Is that supposed to be like a expansion for it?
I'm
It's
guessing
gotta
an
be.
expansion.
Yeah.
Circuit Superstars. I don't know what this is. Does it sound dope? Anybody seen it?
No, I mean it sounds like a racing game.
Yeah, it really does sound like a racing game. It might be Square Enix's version of Mario Kart.
I'm into it.
I kind of want to play that.
It's just guys with huge swords and cars.
Yeah.
War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Jesus. Also known as the longest game title fucking ever.
Don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on it. Romancing Saga 3 sounds sexy. I know
Oh,
nothing
it's a-
about it.
It's
Sexy
a
as
really complex
fuck.
RPG. I know that. I know a lot of
Oh,
people
really?
like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Maybe I
not
should
my-
try it. I like RPGs.
Yeah.
Scarlet Grace.
No idea what it is.
No, I've never even
I'm
heard
sure
of
I've
this.
seen that porno. Dragon Quest Builders 2. I'm guessing it's a... Yeah. Last Remnant Remastered and coming to Switch.
Wait, Last Remnant. Why
It was an
don't I feel like-
RPG. I never played it, but I'd like to.
Yeah, no.
Switch is great for RPGs, man. That's my go-to.
Being able to take it with you and just do it like on the fucking bus and shit.
Right.
I like my favorite part of the Switch is you can hit the power button and just resume. Like you don't have to go through any other
Yeah.
bullshit. Like,
Right.
It's great. It's like, oh hey, it's time to get off the fucking bus. Oh, power button, and then come back and I'm like, oh, I'm right back in the action. Great.
Mm-hmm. Trials of Mana, Collection of Mana.
That might
I'm
be good.
wondering if that's a collection of the Mana series.
Yeah,
That'd
I'd be into it.
that'd be great. Sega, Panzer Dragoon remake of the original Panzer Dragoon, which I own, sealed in plastic. Fuck y'all.
Panzer
I
Dragoon.
never played it. I've heard about Panzer Dragon. I just never played it.
Yeah.
Like on rails dragon riding shooting.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
I haven't played it
Oh.
either because that bitch is in plastic and I'm not opening it.
So it's like Raiden, but you're on the back of a dragon.
No. Like third person.
Oh,
You
okay,
are the
so more like
dragon.
Star Fox.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No
Okay.
dragons.
I might buy it. I like those.
Fantasy Star Online 2 for the Xbox One.
Well, I won't get it. I don't have an Xbox One.
Didn't we play Phantasy Star, you and I?
I did not.
No, it's an MMO. I thought we played it for the PC.
I did not.
I played one for the PSP at one point.
You and I played Wild Star.
Oh, Wild Star. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
And then the Sega Genesis mini console coming September 2019 with mini games like Mega Man The Wily Wars, Earthworm Jim, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, Echo the Dolphin, and 35 classic games. That is how they title it on here, and that is now what I'm choosing to assume the full title of the Sega
That
Genesis.
shit better be on the box, son.
It just needs to be across the whole thing. It's the Sega Genesis mini console coming September 2019 with mini games like Mega Man: The Wily Wars, Earthworm Jim, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, Echo the Dolphin, and 35 classic
Yeah,
games.
it's
More
not even
powerful
going to
than
be
Mega Man, Superman, and the Incredible Hulk combined.
Yeah, dude, it's not even going to be a title on the box. It's just going to be like one of those wraparound papers that they put on
You
it just
gotta
to fit the
peel
whole
it up.
fucking title.
I'm very excited about the lineup of that. As I've said on here before, I'm an organic Sega collector, but I am a Sega Genesis collector. That is what I go for. If I see Sega games I don't own, I swoop them sons of bitches up. So getting this is kind of a no-brainer for me. I'm 100% in. I love the lineup. I'm in. Sold.
Fair
I'll
enough.
get 2 of them.
I wonder
Fuck
if it's moddable, because I would totally get it to mod.
I don't want to mod it. Get 2 of them.
Oh, no, I'll just get the one and just mod that.
Shut up, Clops.
Shut
So
up.
various games. Dying Light 2. I still would really like to play Dying Light 1 and have not.
If you pick it up, I'll play it with you. It's 4-player co-op.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I've been wanting
I
to go
heard
back and
such a
play it.
mix of things. Like some people are like, "Man, it's just fucking Left 4 Dead with parkour." But then I have like these few friends who are like, "No, that game is amazing."
It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I haven't played through all the storyline, but it's a lot of fun running around and doing stuff. And it does kind of feel like Dead Island. If you ever played
Fuck that
one.
game.
I keep starting that game and going, "Well, this is fun," and then I just never play it.
Well,
and
the
finish
problem,
it.
remember when we tried to play it for the stream? We tried to play Dead Island, and it kept crashing at least one person's machine per episode.
I have it on X360 though, so I can just play it, but I just don't play it.
It's more enjoyable with other people. Is really what it is.
great.
I have
You know,
that one as
like
well.
sex.
Kind of, yeah. This one definitely is similar to it, but I don't think it's the exact same thing. I did really enjoy it. I enjoyed the monster mechanics and stuff. I even liked there's a versus mode where one of you is a monster and the other ones are survivors.
That's kind of cool.
And it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. The DLC is really rad. I have played a little bit of the DLC as well. I recommend going through the main story before doing the DLC because you get a lot of cool shit in the DLC, and it's
So
like,
are you
why would I
excited
ever
for
go
2?
back? Yeah, actually, I am.
All right, I'm into it. Klops' seal of approval. Klops, what does that stamp look like? Take a picture for your stamp.
Bam!
There you go. I like it. Way to the Woods. I will say this. I don't know what it is, but it's by Team 17, and it's not Worms. So I don't know that I care. I like Worms.
Yeah,
All right,
didn't
look it up. I don't know what it is either.
the Worms remake just...
It was
Be
really
really
bad.
bad.
We're not talking about it. Dauntless coming to Nintendo Switch via Phoenix Labs. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know why they're doing that. They just have Monster Hunter.
that's true.
Dauntless is pretty much just like Monster Hunter. The whole gimmick behind Dauntless when it started was like Monster Hunter on the PC, and then the very next E3 that happened after Dauntless was announced, basically Nintendo was like, "Oh yeah, or Capcom was like, yeah, we're gonna do Monster Hunter World on PC."
Question, did they ever fix the fucking multiplayer in that? I might go back and play it if they did.
I don't know. I haven't been back, but I'd be back to go. Try
There
with
is an
it.
expansion coming out too, or a DLC.
I
coming
hope
out.
they fix it. 'cause
Ice Dragons.
My biggest pet peeve of that game was like, oh hey, I want to play with a friend. No, you gotta wait. Wait,
Oh,
what do
yeah,
you
they-
mean I have to
You
wait?
have to play it before you can play it with a friend. Like,
What?
Well, I mean that part I think is just part of the story, but
that's stupid.
It's
they did fix
bullshit.
the connection issues that we're having because we
No,
were
not
playing
even
it
the
for a while.
fucking connection issues, homie. Like you can't join him until he does a cutscene, then throws a fucking flare in the air,
That's
and
just
then
part of the
sticks
that's
the
just part
hot
of
That's
barrel up his
That's just-
butthole.
part of some of the missions because they're supposed to be reconnaissance missions.
Fuck
Part of the
off.
story, so it's not going to do anything. Sorry.
Horseshit. And the whole I can't just join my friend. He has to post a thing on this board for me to be able to join him. Yeah, get fucked. Like that
Well,
killed the
because
game
they-
for
If
me.
I'm already playing a game with my friend, don't be like, okay, that mission's over, go fuck yourself. Just let me play the game with my friend. God damn it.
So originally, when this was a thing, it used to be that you'd have to go to the guild hall and a quest would have to be posted on the board, and then you guys would get the quest, you'd gear up, you go out, you hunt the monster, come back, and repeat. That's how the original fucking multiplayer was like in this game.
This ain't 2006.
Bitch.
So, with them trying to keep some of the elements of like those games, because I actually enjoyed that because the mission list for the co-op was different than the mission list in storyline, and it progressed further in multiplayer than
Ooh, I
it
have a
did
ghost water bottle.
in single player. Yeah, you do. I don't mind it so much. It is kind of clunky now. They should streamline it, but at the same time, it's not a game killer for me for that.
No, dude. Look, I wanted to play with you guys. That was the whole. What? Otherwise, I'll just go back and play fucking the Monster Hunter I have on my 3DS. I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was great, right? This whole thing about World was I get to play with my friends, and it's gonna make the combat more interesting, and people can specialize more and whatnot. I thought it was gonna be great. It just killed it for me. I don't know, man. It's like saying some of the mechanics from 2-3 games ago, like okay, look here, we're gonna do quick time events again. Aha! It's just outdated.
No, right. I like the drop in, drop out of it. I thought it was kind of cool with the fucking flare.
Not even talking about the game for me 3. The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance Tactics.
Dark Crystal.
I'm kind of interested.
It's a game based on the movie that is now getting a prequel.
Oh my god, dude! Look, I know that I'm gonna offend a lot of fucking little goth kids, but that movie sucked.
Galfling.
The one time I saw Dark Crystal, I didn't see it till I was an adult, and it was the day my little brother decided to get his 3rd DUI, so I was having to deal with my mom and the police and all this because he was living with me at the time. So I only saw chunks of the Dark Crystal.
It wasn't great. Like it was that we did a double feature. We watched that in the Labyrinth because I, as a brown person coming from Mexico, had never seen them, and all these girls were like, "Oh man, the Dark Crystal and Labyrinth and this and that." You know what? Labyrinth was alright. I didn't hate it.
I know why you enjoyed the Labyrinth. You watch that with your pants off now.
I mean, then too.
Dense.
But by the time that we watched,
not for that. He's a Jennifer Connelly fan, not a huge David Bowie fan.
By the time Dark Crystal came around, I had already finished, so I was just bored. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just didn't think it was that great.
I mean, I like tactics games. If this looks good, I'll play it. If it doesn't, I don't care. Dead by Daylight coming to Switch.
I'm in. I love Dead by Daylight. I love playing that game on PC. I will totally play it for the online feature of like me being able to be a killer and just bringing pain to people.
Pain.
Oh, that's right. This game. Okay.
I think this got trashed when it came out, but now I'm actually pretty curious. New Super Lucky's Tale coming to Nintendo Switch.
What is that?
It was a mascot platformer that I think came with the Xbox One. That did not do well, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. But I'm kind of a sucker for a decent mascot platformer. And notice I say decent, not good.
Yeah, not looking at you, Yooka-Laylee, you piece of shit.
We're getting there.
Oh God, go on.
Empire of Sin, John Romero, multi-console game.
I might play that.
Heard this one. What is it about?
I haven't heard it, but I like Romero.
Yeah, it's old timey. If I understand correctly,
like a hat.
Huh?
Okay. Old timey.
Like a hat.
Well, no, it's old timey like the 50s, the 40s,
watch?
50s.
So it's a timepiece.
Sort of. Look, I normally don't like these kind of games, but you're basically building a fucking gangster empire in the 40s and 50s. It is turn-based, but I'm kind of interested.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the game I'm thinking of, I don't know.
All right, what if you want to go ahead and pre-baste your nipples? I can feel how excited you're going to get for this one. Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair.
Yeah.
Just wasted a good nipple basting.
Wow, look, the game, I kickstarted it, the original that came out.
It hurt me.
And it was boring. It's the worst thing. Like, it didn't suck. It was just boring.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Bring back Spyro.
Bring back Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, they are in Smash.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm actually stoked for that. Yeah, that was one of the big Nintendo announcements. Banjo-Kazooie is joining Smash.
I thought it was a joke.
No.
People on the internet, because people on the internet are like all pissed off about it.
Well, I like the memes. What? Did you see has someone called PETA and they show fucking the bird getting used as a weapon?
Shut the fuck up.
No, would like it legitimately you use the bird as a weapon, and someone
Yeah.
was like, "Has anyone called PETA?" as a joke, and I thought it was funny.
Ugh, you know they will. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin.
I don't know what that is.
That's racist.
Oh no, but it comes with rice.
And Ruin.
Ruined rice.
So that's
Oh.
it. That's the list that I have in front of me, man.
I came on the rice.
There was a fucking recap we didn't talk about. It's the Zombie Army 4.
We did talk
Okay.
about it. We talked
I'm
about it
saying-
last round.
I found out more about it.
Oh,
Okay.
God damn it!
They actually watched the trailer. It looks like you can actually customize your character more, and you don't just have to do sniping, which automatically makes it a lot better than the Nazi Army trilogy.
I'm just
Either way, TK is still in.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm not really interested. I just don't think it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
Thanks
amazing.
for ASMRing that.
No, look, I still think you and I need to do number 4, Sniper Elite 4.
Yeah, I'm down. I have it.
I think that's still a thing we need to do, but I don't know if I want to just, dude. That game almost made me quit gaming and streaming. Just
Wait,
there-
you still stream?
sometimes,
Well, okay.
just not very often. But yeah, no, that
Your
game,
support.
yeah, no, that game just, oh my god, it just ruined ruined all the fun for me, dude. It broke me.
I don't know how.
We did the same level about a month straight because we couldn't get past it because it was so much fucking bullshit. We could not get past it. And
You
after
never played Doom on fucking Nightmare, have you?
no, and I don't enjoy doing things like that. I play games for enjoyment. If I wanted to be mad about shit, I just work a couple extra hours, or I would just fucking like go visit family or something. Just
I didn't get mad about that. I don't get mad about those things. I just continue to push through. Like that to me isn't what's frustrating. What's frustrating is having teammates run off and like then die, and then that's what made us fail.
yeah, that happened a lot. But to be fair, it happened also because sometimes teammates got left behind, you sons of bitches. No, I just look, once a game stops being fun, that's usually where I call it. Like, whatever. I had a lot of fun in the beginning when we got through the first level, the past like the church boss with the floating head and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was great. Like, yeah, that was hard and it was challenging. I like a challenge. I'm okay with a challenge because at the end of it, you're like, holy fuck, that was crazy, guys. Did you see us go? But a fucking month.
To be fair,
Yeah.
it wasn't a month. It was once a week for a month. But
Well,
I get what
yes.
you're saying.
Yes.
I just think that this, with being able to customize and not just be a sniper, because they had one guy that was a sniper, they had one that was doing heavy weapons, they had one that was doing like light weapons, and one that was doing more traps. I think that's going to change the dynamic greatly,
Yeah.
and you might actually find more enjoyment out of that.
Maybe. All I'm saying is I'm not excited. Is that the
That's
end of the list?
That's the end of the list.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's there were announcements that like weren't games. Like there was some hardware and some stuff that was announced.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that. We got a new Xbox console coming out end of next year. Who's excited?
It's hard to say. So the one thing I think,
Is it called the Xbox 2?
it's called the Xbox as well.
Actually, I'm not even joking. I think it's called Project Scarlet at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, yes, that's what it is called. I will say one thing, like, I'm not going to complain I haven't gone back and forth. As a kid, it was Sega, and then it was my N64, then it was my PlayStation, I was all in, then it was my Xbox. I was hard on the Xbox, I was hard on the 360, and then I switched back over to PlayStation because that shit was just better with the 4. But the Xbox just made a bold-ass move that is blowing my mind how more companies haven't done this. What they've claimed is that the next Xbox is 100% back. Well, they didn't say 100. They said it is back compatible with the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One.
Oh. So it's a giant fucking emulation machine.
I'm hoping. I'm
'Cause
hoping it's not
that's-
this like select titles that we choose bullshit.
Yeah.
But they've said it's going to go all the way back. They didn't say 100. That's me saying 100. But that's my hope.
You know what this means?
I'm gonna blindly close my eyes and hold out my arms and hope they.
You know
hit
what
me
this
with the
means, right?
biggest hut they
This
can.
means we get to get our Republic Commando on.
Oh fuck yes! This means I get to get like Stubbs the Zombie on.
Yeah.
I was thinking Pariah.
Oh, so many good games on the
Yeah.
original X. Oh, you know what? You guys are gonna come over. We're gonna play Hunter and Hunter the Reckoning.
Oh, dude, I'm in.
How do we not fucking play those? That'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
And if it's on a new console, we could probably even stream it.
Yeah.
So Xbox is fucking making waves because, as far as I know, PlayStation says they were not going to be back compatible even with the 4.
Yeah. Okay. You know what's really funny? You remember Project Scorpion?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not convinced Project Scorpion wasn't supposed to be the next Xbox until people were like, "That's it," and they're like,
Might
"No,
be.
just kidding."
Might be. So it also sounds like from the hardware they're talking about, I'm wondering if Xbox and PlayStation aren't developing with the same hard drive company, because both of them are going like, we've developed new solid state drives and we're eliminating load times down to 0.8 seconds. And I'm like, y'all talk to the same guy?
Yeah. Well,
Is both your hookup
To-
named Tony?
to
You
be-
fucking know this guy?
to be fair, there's really two people in really the superstars of the SSD market right now. And neither of them give us money, so I'm not going to say their names. But there's
One of
only
them
two.
runs the Samyang.
So
When that kid gets
yeah.
here, I'm gonna fuck that kid.
I'm gonna fuck that kid. But yeah, so
A random reference that
I-
like me, Eduardo, and 2 other people get. Pops, any idea what that
No.
reference is to?
No.
Not even an idea?
Uh-uh.
Okay. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
we'll talk offline. Look, I made peace with the console a few generations ago. Actually, last generation. I had an Xbox 360 and I had a PlayStation 4, and I realized that if I wanted to play a game with people, the Xbox 360 was the way to go because they had their fucking multiplayer servers down. But if I wanted to play a better graphic, just first player game, that was going to be the PS4. Also, if I wanted to watch Blu-rays, that was going to be the PS4.
That
For
was
the
like
longest
I went
time.
PS4 just because it had this. I had my PC, or I still have my PC, but I was doing multiplayer on the PC. I didn't need a console for multiplayer, so I got the PS4 because it had the single player exclusives I was interested in.
See, I moved away from consoles because it didn't seem like any of the games that were coming out for either of the consoles were very appealing to me. I just didn't have a drive for those. So that's why I ended up going to the PC market because it seemed it was a lot more expansive. There's like the games in it, a lot less control.
And now the Switch has shown up and like, what's up with them titles, bro?
Yeah, actually, the Switch is the only console I really support right now. Like, there's a couple
I'm still
games.
big on my 4. The 4 has like Horizon Zero Dawn and Spider-Man. Honestly, for me, and I'm like, I'm not.
And Ratchet and Clank, you son of a bitch.
Oh, for me, I'm just saying, those have almost justified the entirety of my PS4 for me.
Look, I'm not saying that that's not the case. I'm just saying that, like, yes, there are those exceptions for like the PS4 or even like the Xbox One. I think they have a couple exclusives, right? You know,
They have They have fucking.
none. Okay.
I own 3 games for my Xbox One because I have not found anything else that I can't just own on a different console.
Okay, all right.
But this being
I'm
said, as
just
a
saying
not Halo fan.
that like the Nintendo Switch is just blowing it out of the water with like their titles that are coming out for it. I just think that there are better titles on the Nintendo Switch.
No, that's totally fair. So, and Switch is talking about a new console too, though. I'm really interested in their the downgrade version, the cheaper version. That's just going to be like, I believe they said like the Joy-Cons won't pop off or something like that. I don't know that anything official has been announced, but it sounds like it's going to come in around $150 to $200. I'm kind of interested because I don't take my Switch anywhere. I'm just that kind of paranoid. My Switch stays at my house. I do not travel with my Switch.
See, I only use my Switch in like travel mode.
No, not.
But it's not because I travel with it a lot. It's because like I'm sitting on the bed and we're like watching.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying I leave it docked. I play it on my couch. I'm saying it doesn't leave my house.
Yeah,
Mine still leaves my house. Like I still bring it to work and shit
mine
sometimes.
comes
Yeah,
with
I don't
me.
do that. But if I could get this cheaper version, fuck yeah, I'll go travel with it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I might get that just for that, just because
Yeah.
it's cheaper.
Yeah. All right. So that was the E3 list. You know what? I'm actually more excited this year than I was last year with the
Yeah.
announcements that they made.
This was a better year in my book.
Agreed. And one good thing, nobody talked about fucking the mobile Diablo, and that was great. God, just such a fucking nightmare. All right. Anyways, but yeah.
Well,
So
I have one question though. Out of all the lists that are here, where's the Sony list?
Sony didn't go to E3.
Oh, they didn't. Okay.
Sony did not attend E3 this year.
they do their own PlayStation experience.
Oh, okay, right.
So I'm sure they're gonna do all the announcements then. But yeah, check us out on Mondays, 7 to 8 Pacific. We do this shit live. And yeah, we're gonna be pumping out a couple more apps as we approach Comic-Con, and then we'll do at least one Comic-Con app, if not two, because that's another big event as well.
It depends on how many panels we actually sit through.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully it's not LineCon Part 3 or 4.
It's
But
gonna
yeah,
be.
final words, Klops.
I don't know if I'll go to Comic-Con or not.
Well, you can't now.
Yeah.
So,
I wasn't talking about this year.
well, next year. Actually, well, we'll talk offline.
All right. Bonsai, final words.
We'll talk offline.
All right. On that note, bye.
Yeah.